What's up, my YouTube brothers and sisters? Today we're going to take a look at the RSI SmartCap and what are my initial thoughts of this after I've had it for about 6 weeks. So stay tuned. All right, so in the back of my truck here is my new RSI SmartCap. It is the Evo Sport. It's got the windows on the side. When you get this, and I like to do stuff myself, could have had the place I bought it from assemble it, but I like doing stuff myself. I'd read some online people advising you do it yourself, just so you can, if you're really particular about attention to detail, and I am. So you get a giant box that says it takes 4 people to unload, and you get another tall box, which is the roof panel. And I don't have 4 people to unload this, so I'm going to unload the roof, and then I'm gonna open this box up, take things out, and assemble it in my barn. But this is going on my 2021 Chevy Trail Boss. Since I bought this truck new in December 2020, it's had a tonneau cover on it. I love the tonneau cover, but I got some ideas and I went on a couple of hunting trips recently where I really wish I would have had a cap for all the gear and everything. So we're going with the SmartCap, and I got some long-term plans. I think it's going to pay out well for me. So stay tuned. We'll get this thing assembled, get it on the truck, and I'll give you my opinions of everything. All right, so assembly of the cap was pretty straightforward. It took me 4 or 5 hours. I really only needed help. My daughter helped me hold up the side panels when I was bolting them on, and then I have an overhead electric hoist in my barn, so that made installing it really easily. I was able to lift it up, and then she steadied it while I drove underneath it. So let's go over a couple of specs on this thing, and I'll tell you about some of the features and what I like, don't like, whatever about it. So this is the Evo SmartCap Sport, or SmartCap Evo Sport. I get it all confused. I think these retail for right around $4,400. I don't remember exactly. This is the version with the windows in the sides, and it has the load bars on it, which are about $250 or so extra. So this is not an inexpensive truck cap by any means. There are definitely less expensive options. I like the functionality, I like the looks. I don't really care for the caps that flow and are the same body color and all that. I really like the looks of it and the functionality. And I got the load bars on it because I'm actually probably going to put a tent, a topper tent on top of this thing for hunting trips and all that. One of the beauties of this thing is it's load rated for about 770 pounds, I believe, 775 pounds, something like that. So you can put a lot of weight up there. Real quick, why did I go with one of these things? I go on a lot of hunting trips. I want to go on a lot more hunting trips, and I've had a tonneau cover for years, and I just wanted the extra storage space. Went with some friends to Texas on a hunting trip this spring, and a cap would have really been handy. So yeah, so there is that. So this thing is all stainless steel, and it just a ton of accessibility, and I think it just looks really cool. So let's dive into this thing here. All right, so as you can see, it doesn't have the typical smooth, blendy lines like fiberglass truck caps have. And again, I kind of like that. I love it on the Trail Boss. I've got this dark cherry colored Trail Boss with all the black accents on it. Almost no chrome on this truck, so I really wanted that black. It really pops. I think it just looks really good on this truck. So yeah, the beauty of this SmartCap is the lifting tailgate and the gull wing sides here. And so just taking a look at this real quick here from the back end, you have two latches. So the one con that I've heard people say is, well, you can't, like on fiberglass ones, you can go up, you can twist it and lift the whole thing. On this one, you have these two latches here. You push the button. This one's unlocked right now. So you push the button, and I typically keep my back one unlocked unless I'm hauling a bunch of stuff, and just lift it up. The one mistake I did make one time, I don't know why I did it, but you always want to grab it like this. I actually approached it one time and lifted it like this. I don't know why. And then that flange right there caught my hand, and let me tell you, it hurt because it will bind you up. In fact, you can see the little marks it just put right there on the back of my hand, but it pinched really hard. So just grab them from the top, and yeah, there you go. It's all opened up. And then again, I got it with the windows, and I have these locked. Now, this is kind of the downside that a lot of people complain about. I don't get in the sides very often, but you have to unlock each one of these, and they're all keyed the same, but you have to unlock each one of these. So if you want them all open and you got you know, all 6 of them locked, you're gonna have to go around to all of them and unlock them. And then there you go. As you can see, now it's wide open. Again, it comes with the windows, and it's got these slider windows that have multiple positions, so you can crack them open just barely. I suppose if like you had pets back there, you wanted to get some ventilation, or if you're camping in here, want some ventilation. Obviously there's no screen in there though. So there is that. Let's go open up the other side, and you can see it all opened up. So again, you know, you do have to go to each one of the locks. Sorry about the wind noise. It's very windy outside. We've had some storms roll through. I'm doing this in between rain bursts. Oh, apparently I had this unlocked. There you go. That's my bad. I had it actually unlocked. Sorry to waste your time with that. And there we go. And this little bit of white you see here, that is actually, I washed my truck the other day, and it's just soapy water that didn't all get rinsed completely out of there, and didn't get dried off. So open that up, and boom, and now you can see we are completely opened up, which this is so handy if you want to reach in here, you know, obviously, and get you know, whatever it is you're going for, or, you know, putting things in and out of the bed. So, you know, that's a pretty cool feature in my opinion on this. All right, so one of the key features on the SmartCap is the ventilation system that they have. And you can see there's a slot right up here, it runs down through here, and there's actually filtration members that are in there. Okay, so basically what that does, it allows ventilation in here, and that filtration keeps the dust out. If you look at it from above, you can see that bar right there that goes across. That's basically the ventilation bar on this cap. So again, that's going to provide some ventilation in here. So again, I've had this about 6 weeks, and you know, I really haven't tested it on a lot of dusty environments. So I can't say how well that works. I know I've read some people are still getting dust in them. I don't know, we'll find out long term, but I just haven't really been able to put it through that kind of paces yet. I have had this thing in the rain quite a bit, and so far I've had no rain leaking in, no water in, you know, when it rains. The only time I did get some water in this thing was when I washed it the other day. I use a power washer as part of my washing process. It's a power washer, but it's not power washer enough to like strip paint off of vehicles. But anyways, and I did shoot, you know, obviously as I'm spraying, you know, along here, along the seal, I had a little bit of water come in. Let me flip it around here. I had a little bit of water come in particular in the corners over here. But again, that's from a power wash, and you know, it's not from a rain. So, you know, I don't know. Can rain get in there? Probably, maybe in a sideways driving rain. But even me power washing, it wasn't a lot of water. It was just a little bit. It was no big deal. So I really think, you know, really rain, as long as you get everything seated right, your seals are on there properly, and you do everything by the book, I think you're going to be good in 99% of rain situations with this. It does have a pass-through window, which operates just like the side going ones do. I have not had a chance to use it, no need to for me at this point in time. You know, the only con, I guess, is you got to get clear up in there to unlatch it and slide it over. There's really no way, unless you got gorilla arms and can reach, you know, that far in there. There's no way for me to open it, you know, without getting up in the truck. But, you know, I think that's the case with most every topper and its rear window. So it does have also a built-in, because you got your brake light up there, it's got a built-in wiring system that comes up here. And so you do have a brake light, you know, up here as well, so you haven't disabled that. It's held on with your typical bed clamps. Those come with it. All the seals come with it. You know, it's pretty straightforward. I will tell you, when it came to putting this thing together, it doesn't come with instructions. It comes with a poster with a QR code, and then that takes you to a website, and you can look at the instructions online on your tablet or your phone or whatever you want to do, or you can download them in a PDF form. So I just basically went to their website on my computer, I downloaded the PDF, I printed it out on my paper. I don't remember, it was print both sides, and it was probably a dozen or 14 sheets of paper. You know, so that was I get it, we're in a digital age, but I kind of miss the good, you know, instructions, that printouts that used to come with things. But it's the nature of the beast of where we are these days. But it was no big deal, it's a minor inconvenience. So I guess, what are my thoughts on this thing after only having it for about 6 weeks? I really do like it. I think that it's built well. I think it looks sharp. It keeps, so far, the water out. Again, I haven't tested it in very dusty environments, but I really like it. It's expensive. I get it. I'm also very much a premium product guy, and for me, this is what I wanted on my truck. It may not fit you and your budget and your needs, but you know, that's for me. I really like it. I love the looks. You know, I like the function. I'm looking forward to using it this fall when I go on hunting trips, and there's some times moving my kids back and forth to college when I needed a little more than a bed of a truck, but not quite an enclosed trailer, where this would have been real handy. So there you go. That's what I got on it. So yeah, check them out online. You know, this is kind of a different kind of a review for me and my channel. So I hope you enjoy it. And yeah, as always, God bless, stay safe. It's a new day in the outdoors.